Hi everyone, Nasia Davos here. How are you doing today? Let me know in the comments. So in this video, I'm going to answer the question, how can I stay motivated to quit smoking? Many times you ask me this, I say it a lot, so this is what we're going to answer today. And I will show you how to become motivated, how to stay motivated, and what else you need so you can quit smoking. That's beyond motivation. Motivation is great, but you also have to go beyond motivation. So what happens usually, and I have certainly done that. Let me know if you have also done this too. What happens is that we quit smoking in the heat of the moment when our motivation is high. And maybe the pack is finished, or it's Monday, or we were climbing up the stairs and we got short-winded. Something external happened and our motivation at that moment was high, and we took that opportunity to quit smoking, and we thought, I'm never going to smoke again. And in that moment, we really believed that we will never smoke again, exactly because our motivation was high. Now, the thing is that when our motivation, a day later, 2 days later, a week later, our motivation eventually dips, we start feeling that we are unable and unwilling to deal with cravings and the demands of life, so we relapse and we feel weak, we feel we're not strong enough, we feel guilty, we feel that maybe we don't really want to quit smoking. We take our lack of motivation or the reduction in our motivation, we take this as a sign that maybe we don't really want to quit smoking, because if we really wanted it, then we would be feeling more of it, right? So no, none of those things are true, but this is exactly how we experience it. And the reason we experience it like that is because of one fundamental mistake. The mistake is that we think motivation is something we either have or don't have. I have motivation or I don't. But that's not at all how motivation works. Motivation is something that's dynamic. It's a dynamic force. It's a fickle force. It has ups and downs. It has peaks and dips. That's how it works. It looks like that. Our motivation looks like that. It's not a straight line. Think about it like putting fuel in your car. You don't put fuel in your car once and it runs forever. You have to refuel your car. And this is exactly how motivation works. You have to refuel your motivation. Your motivation will have high moments and it will have low moments. So when you experience a low in your motivation, don't let this discourage you, because it is a normal thing. And I think just the fact of being aware of this is really important, because then you know that, oh, what I have to do now is refuel my motivation. Nothing is done, nothing is lost, I'm not failing. I just have to refuel my motivation, put gas in my emotional tank so I can keep moving forward. So the solution is not to have more motivation, is to refuel your motivation. You already have it. Now let's talk about how you can really tap into your motivation to quit smoking, and then we're going to talk about how to refuel it. So how can you feel motivated to quit smoking? What I'm going to share with you now is part of the first quit smoking stage of the CBQ method, the cognitive behavioral quitting method. And the first quit smoking stage is choose to quit, where you make a real decision to live free from addiction. So part of this stage, what happens is that you discover and reflect on your logical reasons to quit smoking and on your emotional reasons to quit smoking. Both are important. Of course, you know that you have to know your why to be motivated in anything in life. When it comes to quitting smoking, you have to know your logical reasons and your emotional reasons. Now, why you need both? What's the difference? So your logical reasons are all the reasons why you should quit smoking, why you must quit. We all have the logical reason that smoking is not good for our health. So this is something all smokers share. It's not good. Even if you don't have some health issues, you still know that it's not good for your health. You still know you're not helping your body and your mind with smoking. So we all have this logical reason. Maybe you have COPD, maybe you have many other health issues, and you know that you shouldn't be smoking. Yet what happens is that you feel guilty about it, because you, on the one hand, you know you shouldn't be smoking, but this reason, however logically sound it is, it does not move you emotionally. So then you feel guilty because you're thinking to yourself, you know, I shouldn't be smoking, yet here I am lighting up another cigarette. Why is this problem not enough to make me quit? And of course, guilt takes you down an emotional rabbit hole, and this turns you towards smoking even more. And that's why people with serious health conditions cannot quit smoking or struggle to quit smoking. It's not because they are weak. They're not. It's not because they don't love life enough or their families or themselves enough. They do. But it's because they have these logical reasons that's so strong, and they don't have an emotional reason. And because when we're addicted to anything, we believe we cannot live without the thing we're addicted to. So to bypass that, you have to have an emotional reason. So your logical reason is why you should quit smoking, and your emotional reason is why you want. Why you want this, why you want to be free from addiction. You need both reasons. You need, because smoking is not a logical behavior. Smoking is an emotional behavior. So to feel motivated, you need to have an emotional reason that can bypass your current emotional attachment and relationship to nicotine. So how do you find your emotional reason? Because your logical reasons, you know them. Your emotional reason is just something you have to sit with yourself for a bit and ask yourself, why do I want to be free from addiction? How would my life change for the better if I were to never have to smoke another morning, never have to worry about the next cigarette, never have to plan again my day and my life around my cravings, to never have to put perfume or do gargles in my mouth so that other people will not smell my smoke? How will my life be? How will my finances be? My mental health, if I didn't have to worry and live with this guilt? How would I want my life to be? And how would not smoking anymore take me closer to that future, to that goal, to that ideal image of myself and my life? You have to think about it from that perspective. And you may find many emotional reasons. You may find one grand emotional reason that's going to just give you an aha moment, or many, many reasons. There is no right or wrong answer here, but you can only find it if you start looking for it. And to start looking for it, you just have to take 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes. Everyone has 5 minutes. And sit with yourself and ask yourself this question. Ask yourself, why do I want to do this? And this is so important. This is how you find real motivation. Real motivation that comes from deep within you, and that comes from you. Not about expectations others have from you, or even expectations you have from yourself. It comes from your desires, from your emotions, and this is powerful. So that's how you find your emotional reason. Now, to refuel your motivation, because even when you do have your emotional reason, this does not change how motivation works. You will have your peaks and you will have your lows in your motivation. So when you experience a low in your motivation, the first step to do is to think that this is normal, this is to be expected. That's how motivation works. And to refuel your motivation, you just have to revisit your emotional reasons. What you can do is to create some flashcards. You can take a paper like that, maybe half of this is too big, or with colors, and I use this all the time to write things, take notes, put reminders for myself. So you can take something smaller that fits in your wallet nicely or in your bag, and on each flashcard write down one emotional reason, one reason why you want to be free, and why being smoke-free matters to you, personally to you. Really take this time and write these things down. So when you feel your motivation is dipping, just reread your cards that you wrote for yourself. And if you read your reasons and you're not feeling, they don't move you, you just have to rewrite them until you find something that does move you. And of course you will. If you look for it, you will find it. The problem is that we rarely sit down and look for it, or we don't know we should be looking for those emotional reasons. But if you sit with yourself, you will find it. There is absolutely no reason why you wouldn't. You will. Everyone does, and you will too. You just have to give yourself that voice to tell you what it is you want and why you want to be smoke-free. Now, this is about motivation. Another thing that when it comes to motivation is that you cannot rely your quit smoking success, your quit smoking efforts on motivation, exactly because it is an unreliable, fickle force with ups and downs. It's great to have it, but it's not the thing that will take you to the finish line. What will take you to the finish line is something, it's another force that's stable, sustainable, reliable, something that gives you certainty you can fall back on. And that force is preparation. Preparation, because it has nothing to do with emotions, it's stable, and preparation will take you further than motivation ever will. So it's great to have motivation, but it's not the thing that you should be seeking more of. If you really want to seek more of something, that's preparation. Preparation, because no matter how you're feeling at any given moment, preparation is something that you can rely on. Because if you have prepared before your quit date, you have practiced situations, you have encountered with your mind and found solutions, you will have certainty in your smoke-free life. And the 4 stages of the CBQ method prepare you for your smoke-free life by changing your relationship with cigarettes, by changing how you think about smoking and how you feel about smoking, and breaking the habit even before your quit date. And that's how preparation works. Now, I'm going to create a separate video about preparations, how to do it, how it works, and all those things. But I want you to know that you need preparation. Pair your motivation with preparation and you will succeed. So I hope you like this video. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. Let me know if you have any questions about motivation or what else you want me to answer about this topic so I can create another video for it. I am looking forward to reading your comments. Thanks for watching and see you next time.